Time is money, friend.
Hey everyone, it's IEDX, and I'm back with the next profession gold guide. Today I'm covering a set of professions that have made me an incredible amount of gold in a short time: cooking and fishing. This is going to be a quick video since there isn't much complexity to these professions and I need some time to prepare for Classic. I'm going all out. I'm going to be pushing really hard with a few of my friends, and we're aiming to do a 24 to 48 hour session, which is all going to be streamed on my Twitch channel. You can expect a video about my prep for Classic soon, but now let's get on with this guide. Thankfully in 8.2 there is no reputation requirement to get all the best recipes. All you need to do is head over to your faction's cooking trainer in Najatar and learn all the recipes up to rank 2. For the rank 3 recipes, you just need to keep your eye on the map to see when there's a cooking work order world quest up. As a side note, I no longer craft any of the 8.0 recipes because the cost of crafting them isn't much cheaper. However, the secondary stats are a lot less. And honestly, I haven't had much luck in selling these ever since 8.2 dropped. These cooking recipes are made up of 2 sets of ingredients: vendor goods and world drops. Vendor goods are purchased directly from BfA cooking trainers. I love to use vendor macros to purchase all these items very quickly. In order to use it, you have to edit these 2 numbers. The first number is the slot position of the item that you're trying to purchase. The way you figure this out is you count from the top left to right and replace the first number with what the count is. Then the second number is how many purchases you want to make. Once you have this set up, you just need to click the macro and you'll purchase items very quickly. When it comes to the world dropped items, there are 4 items I want to talk about. That's ionized minnows, aromatic fish oil, moist fillets, and most importantly, rubbery flanks. Ionized minnows are used to make the critically acclaimed Big Mech from McDowell's. This is one ingredient I forbid you from buying. You can find them yourself by visiting Danielle Anglers in Mechagon and asking her to borrow her vacuum. Here I did a 5-minute demo of me fishing these up, and I managed to get 557 minnows in only 5 minutes. Easy money. Next, we're gonna see how to get aromatic fish oil. For this, we're gonna head over to the spreadsheet and type in all the costs of the fish. And look in this cell in the spreadsheet, and it's going to tell you which fish you want to purchase, and then right click to turn to aromatic fish oil. Sometimes it's worth buying a ton of fish, turning them into oil, and just listing them on the auction house. This is a really easy way to make some extra gold, and whatever you don't sell, you just turn into food. Next is moist fillets. These are usually pretty abundant on the auction house, but sometimes there are shortages, so let me show you my farming route. On this road, you want to kill the crabs all the way down this path. And then you want to travel up to this lake and kill all the abyss eels. After an hour of farming, I ended up with 400 moist fillets. The most important ingredient to know where to farm is rubbery flanks. I often find that there is literally no rubbery flanks for sale on my auction house, or it's selling for a really high amount of money. So as much as I hate farming, I actually do farm for rubbery flanks every now and then. My favorite spot is at the Drowned Market, where you kill all these snapdragons. This spot is my favorite because there is a minimum amount of snapdragons that have to be alive at any one time. So this means that you can farm as fast as you can kill. In 1 hour, I farmed 380 rubbery flanks, which if I sold at that point, I would have made around 20k gold, and that's not including the lockboxes, greens, and grays. So this is a great way for a beginner goblin to get some base money. But now that we know where all the ingredients are and how to get them, let's figure out which foods you want to sell. As always, the first question you need to ask is, which food is most in demand? So I opened up Icy Veins, I looked at the preferred consumables list, and recorded all this data into a spreadsheet. Again, haste is king. I usually avoid creating fragrant kakava because it doesn't have much demand and it is actually very expensive. To me, this risk isn't worth it. Now let's talk a little bit about fishing before we get into the strategy. For the time investment, the only fish I recommend fishing is for viper fish, and only fish after 6 p.m. server time, so you have the chance to get some midnight salmon. You can find viperfish schools all over Najatar, and sometimes each fish can sell as high as 150 gold. In my opinion, no other fish is worth farming. You should just buy it straight off the auction house and turn it into fish oil. Now let's talk about the important stuff: sales strategy. Crafting food is very different than enchants. I find it very easy to get the amount of ingredients that you need to craft a huge amount of food. And because the margin of food is pretty huge, there's a lot of competition and a lot of people trying to sell. So I think it's important to talk a little bit about the relationship between supply and price. As you fill up your auction house with food, your competition will undercut you. And if you keep pushing the price down, you will eventually start to lose money. So I suggest that it's good to be competitive on the auction house, but also you want to preserve the value of your food. So what I like to do is sell my food over trade chat as well. I usually offer around a 10 to 20% discount to get people to buy food, and then offer bulk discounts to encourage people to buy higher volumes of it. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I am going to be streaming the beginning of Classic for a 24 to 48 hour stream. Me and my friends usually go hard on every expansion release. It's going to be a blast. I'm working on setting up my stream right now. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what we're doing on this channel, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. The YouTube algorithm takes this very seriously. I hope this video was helpful and have a great day.